You see us getting ready to go to Lake Washburn for the summer. This is probably 1939. The kayak is loaded on top of the car. There's Dad getting things packed. There's Paul getting into the car, I think. There's my mother getting into the car. And there's Bill Walt ready to see us off. Here we are at the camp. Dad is pumping water. He's going to be doing the laundry. There is Dad doing the laundry. We had to do this. Oh, there's Brother Paul combing his hair, making himself look nice. And there we are with the catch of fish in the camp. And that's out on the water. I can't tell who's rowing the kayak. It's a windy day, obviously. You can see the waves rolling in from the wind. And oh, this is the ice truck that brought ice to us every week. Ice dug up from the lakes in the winter. Cleaning fish was something we had frequently to do, for the fish was very tasty when we had it cleaned. Now this is the scow that we rigged for sailing. It was never intended for that. It was an old sunken boat. Of course, bailing was a frequent task, but there we are sailing it. Here she comes, steady as she goes. There she moves. Homemade sails, homemade mast. And we were frequently towed home. There is our dog Zeke playing with the turtle. Oh, what fun for Zeke, and not a very happy turtle, I imagine. This is a day's fishing trip to Leech Lake, a rather large, somewhat shallow lake. We're getting ready to go. You now see us seining with a net for minnows to use for bait. You see there was a good catch, obviously. Look at those. And there we are doing our fishing at Leech Lake. This is the annual Paul Bunyan Exposition in Brainerd, about 50 miles south of Lake Washburn. It was a large affair, well attended, and we always went. I think it was in August. There is Paul Bunyan, the tall man. And look at the steam fire engine coming. Again, this was probably 1939. We see ourselves riding in a car, probably near Creston. We own several boats and an outboard motor. This is one of the two lakes at Creston. We belong to a little country club here, and that's one of the small boats in which we had our outboard motor. I think that's Brother Paul riding it. There's Dad. This time I think it's Bob Keefe, a friend of ours. Now I'm on the boat taking pictures and driving the boat. It seemed pretty fast then in those days. There we are heading back toward the dock. You can see the dock ahead with my dad and Paul and Bob Keefe on it. Well, here we are skating on the ice on the lake close to Creston. Of course, later on when there's snow. Oh, here's the ice boat. This was a home-built ice boat. Ice boats are very fast. Well, here is Zeke getting a bath with a hose. You would think Zeke was a very cleanly dog, getting a great deal of washing. Zeke, being a Cocker Spaniel, didn't really mind the water so much. He'd go in swimming all on his own on the lake. But this seems to be quite a washing. There's my mother. And of course here he's being cornered. He's cornered on the porch now, so he can't get away, and getting hosed down pretty well. That's Paul. This is winter sports, a little snowball fight. Paul and somebody else. And there's Zeke enjoying the snow. The snow has melted pretty much now, and there are Paul and a friend playing. And there's Dad bringing the car home.